it would be remiss of us today, and I know it's done the rounds and everybody's had their take on it. But Danny, specifically yourself, we've spoken about Marcus Rashford. We've spoken about what a great talent he is. And now we know that he's got a bit to do to get back in the good books at Manchester United after that trip to Belfast the other night and that phone call to say that on arrival back in Manchester, he wasn't going to make training. The dust is settled a bit now. What do you hope to see from Rashford in the coming days and months ahead? Has he got a lot more than he did before to prove?
I think what all you want to see is a response to what's been a pretty poor season by his standards he set himself last year, and the more than one event that's happened away from the pitch that's now got people talking and questioning him a little bit. I think it's really difficult sometimes to know somebody's journey and where they're going and where they've been, because he started really young, being very well known, playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. He got in young in the team. There was no problems, no incidents, nothing for many years while he learned his trade and become a well-established member of a Manchester United squad, which is not easy to do as a young lad. And then maybe more recently, some things have happened that have taken its toll a little bit, and the pressure's got a little bit too heavy for him, and he's acting out a bit. We've all done it. We've all been out. We've all had spells in our career where we weren't doing the right things. I definitely did. Because he's been on a journey of discipline and good behaviour and being a really good, the well-spoken of for many, many years. So in a way, his late teenage years have kind of delayed to now, it looks like, a little bit, and he's just letting go a bit. That's what it looks like to me without knowing the detail. And I think he deserves a chance to react, and he will get it. He's a wonderful talent, and the manager has punished him. He's obviously taken it on the chin by all accounts. And now he's going to have to show the fans more than anyone that he's ready to fight.
But in the process, Dean, is he going to now miss out on the Euros under Southgate in the summer?
Well, he's not played that well as well, and there's a queue to play in the wide areas for England. There's
the only thing is, Dino, with that, he's actually done well for England. His body language looks different for England, and every time he's gone, he's played well.
But you get your head round it. How do you manage these players now? I mean, Ten Hag's been brought in off the back of, looks like, managers who've been a bit soft with the players and tried to be friends with them just to try and get something out of them. And you can't have a go at Pogba. You can't have a go. And in the meantime, he's getting these problems thrown at him that he doesn't need. Ten Hag is trying to get the culture back in the club. And I actually think, apart from Anthony, who I don't think he was being the best of signings, Martinez has got fire in his belly. Yeah. Casemiro's got fire in his belly. Yeah. Eriksen's got fire in his belly. They're like proper players, them three. Varane's got a bit of fire in his belly. But Anthony, struggling. I actually think he's trying to do the right thing. And Jadon Sancho planting that on his lap, not even apologising, it's just a lack of discipline. And without discipline, you've got nothing. In any business, forget football, if there's no discipline and everybody doesn't fall into line, everybody just does their own thing.
Sure.
But managers create that.
Create what?
Help create the discipline.
Yeah. And
I was at Liverpool when we were the old boot, the boot room. That was still in. Houllier came in. The change was seismic, and you're either on the train or you're not. But you need some guidance along the way. And Houllier helped me personally along the way, and others.
He stopped you stepping out of line. You mean? Stopped you doing?
Well, but when you did step out of line, he'd guide you through. It's not a cut-off. It's not a tyrant. He wasn't a tyrant. So managing footballers is about the football aspect, the motivational side, the helping, the discipline, all of that in one. And that's why very few managers are at the level of Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. Manchester City have wonderful players who've got their own, good mentality and all that, but a lot of Manchester City's top players, when Pep walked in, he made better.
Sure. Well, guys, we shall find how Ten Hag, what kind of mood he's in today, because he's going to meet the media very shortly, actually, ahead of Manchester United's trip to Molineux tomorrow night. They will take on Wolves tomorrow night. And, of course, the other day, United said, the matter is now closed. That's it. No more chat about Rashford. But rest assured, he'll be asked today. Of that, there is no doubt.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10. On AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.